This is a follow-up to my last video to show what the Detour by Road feature looks like on an older Garmin. This is a 2555 LMT, released in 2011 or 2012. This is an older unit, still works really good actually, but where to do the Detour by Road, a little different. So let's go to a location like I showed in the last video, and we'll just go from there. So let's do category, major attraction. Ooh, let's go to Disney. And happiest place on earth, right? Let me just mute.
Make a U-turn, then turn left.
Yeah, I gotta mute the volume so I'm not interrupted. Okay, so anyway, we are on our way, right? Now I already have, because of 2555 and 2595 and a few other units, you can have configurable buttons on the right side. But ordinarily you would use the hamburger button and then you would select Detour from here. In this unit it's still called Detour instead of the changed name, change route, if I remember correct, in the newer ones. Well, anyway, so if we go to Detour, it's the same thing, a little bit different though. So I can do advanced. First of all, yeah, I forgot to mention this part. You have to go to get this. You have to go into settings, and I believe it's under navigation. Yeah, advanced detours must be enabled. In the newer units, it's always enabled, but in the older ones, like this one here, you have to just check this box. So just make sure that's there first, because if it's not there, what will happen is that when you hit detour, it will just take the first detour it thinks is correct. That's the difference. So anyway, let's go back and do. Now if I hit this button here that I have configured, it's the same as going to hamburger and then detour. So in this one, instead of having the two menus separated of separate by distance or separate by road, it's all on the same menu. And instead of having an avoidance selection of up to 10 miles, this one only goes up from half a mile to 5 miles. So if I do, you can watch my last video so you can see how this one works, but we're going to concentrate on this one. So again, it's the same thing. I go to Detour by Roads on route. Like I said, the wording is a little different, but it acts the same. And right now, let's see where I'm currently am. Okay, we're on Gun Highway. So if I want to get off Gun Highway. Yeah, get off. And it's going to calculate and then get me off Gun Highway to my destination, not using that road. See, it already, yep, it immediately says get off and go on to Anderson. So if I take a look at the route, it's going to put me on Anderson and then Waters and then on Dale Mabry and then on to the destination, completely skirting around the rest of Gun Highway. Now you can do the exact same thing from here. It's the same menu. To configure this menu, if you have a 2555 or 2595 or similar unit with a feature set like this, that is configurable by going to Settings, Map and Vehicle, Map Buttons, and then you can choose from here. So if I take this one off, for example, which is stop, and I add one, then I can just choose which one I want, unless it's already on the map, in which point it would be grayed out. So for example, if I wanted to do, yeah, exit services. Okay, so it changed, the icon for it is different I'll save that. And I don't know if it will actually give me information right now. No, it won't. Because that is only something that appears when you are on a highway. So if the button is not applicable to where you are, then it will just not show it. So I'm just going to go back to map and vehicle. I'm going to show you something that will show up. Okay, so trip computer. That one I can enable at any time. It's the same thing as hitting this. So if I hit it, oop, hit the wrong spot. Like I said, it's the same menu as hitting that. So let me put it back to where I had it. And yeah, I said in some videos a while back that I was going to get rid of this. No. For a matte display, meaning not a glossy screen unit, I think this is the best one. As far as the feature set that you get, you might think, well, what's the big deal with a matte screen compared to a glossy screen? Well, that's easy. No glare from the sun. And that's important. So if it comes to the point, if my Drive Smart, which is a glossy screen, if I'm in a situation where that glare is just too much, I can just switch over to this one and off I go. And it's a very legible 5-inch display. Again, this is the 2555 LMT, and the other version is the 2595 LMT. The difference, one has Bluetooth smartphone connectivity and one does not. This does not, because I don't need that. I'm very happy with it. And in addition to that, this is the oldest unit that will work with a what's that traffic cord called? The GTM 36 or the GTM 60. This does in fact work with the HD cable, which is amazing given how old this thing is. All I did is I just updated it. It's got lifetime maps, and I put in the a 32 gig micro SD. Doesn't matter which one you get, they're all work. So I could fit the maps in it, and it's got full map support through Garmin Express for United States, Canada, and Mexico. So that's I'll show that before ending this one. Ooh, a little piece of dust there. Yeah. When it says all like that for North America, that means United States, Canada, Mexico. And that is quite nice. Color scheme is good, very easy to read. The only drawback to this unit is that it does not show what street you are currently on at the bottom, which is mainly the reason I don't use it more. You have to tap the vehicle icon and it will show you the nearest address. That's the best you can do with that. But that is the reason I still use the DriveSmart 50 and not this. Although this one, I totally will admit, is way easier to read. Anyway, I'm rambling now. So there you go. There is the Detour feature, as in Detour by Road, on the 2555. And like pretty much all the Nuvis, you can just tap the green bar and see your list of directions here. You can also hit the hamburger and view the entire map to see where you currently are. That's kind of nice. Oh, there is one other thing. I didn't mention this in any of my previous 2555 videos, is that how do you zoom on this map? You actually have to tap. You see that? And if I leave it be, they go away. So what happens is that you tap and then you get your zoom buttons, and if I tap again, you get this, where I can view a two-dimensional representation. And this one is the map layers and such. It's got kind of like that little hidden menu thing going on, and then eventually the map buttons will vanish, and there you go. They did it this way because I'm surprised they didn't put the map zoom controls on the left, but they decided to hide them, so that's how you get them on the 2555 and 2595. So a little bit of an oddity, but that's how you zoom the map. See you later.